What's going on, everybody? How's it going? Gonna give it a few minutes here, everybody. Hope you're doing well. How's it going? Justin, what's going on, man? Good to see you, bro. Been watching your videos. Loving what I see. Slaying that guitar, bro. Andre, what's up, man? Demetrius, good to see you. Good evening. Hope you all are doing well. Thanks for the flexibility last week. Appreciate it. My family certainly appreciates it. What's going on? Olivia, how you doing? Jimmy, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro. Rob, what's going on? Come on in, everybody. Let's go. Time to talk, time to chat, time to strategize. Got lots going on. Hope nobody went long doji before King Elon was on SNL. Hugh, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Shane, how's it going? Good to see you. Andre, nope, it's not only on YouTube, it's on Facebook also. So I use one platform called Restream to share to everybody else. I think there's 3 people on YouTube right now. John Michael, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Hope you all are doing well. I'm going to give it a few more minutes as everybody's coming in, getting off work, winding down. Hope you all have a good brewski. Frank, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Hope you all are doing fantastic. Again, appreciate the flexibility last week. Corey, what's up, bro? I think you're in on Stonks trading, but that's fine. I don't care. How's work going? How's laying the cement, brother? Good to see everybody. Gonna give it a few more minutes. Just throw into the comments what you're drinking tonight. Darla, hello. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Got lots to cover. Got lots of chatting to do. Lots of strategizing about how we're going to grow this company. Hey, Andre, how's it going? Oh, you're back. You're back on Facebook. Perfect. Water, nice. Ed, what's going on, my friend? Jameson and Pepsi, not a bad mixture. The wife's good. Thank you for asking. Appreciate that. Yeah, her grandfather passed away, 90, I think 95, 96 years old. Yeah, again, thanks for the flexibility. I got a lot of kind messages and texts from our community, so really appreciate that for sure. Drinking this Stonks Kool-Aid. That's the only drink I drink, Frank. That's awesome. Corey, what's up, bro? Beer, nice. Good call, good call. Can everybody hear me okay? I think so. Gonna give it 2 more minutes. Gonna start here at 7:05. We're gonna chat for a bit, talk about WeFunder, some company progress. We want to throw a Stonks ambassador idea out to the group. Help grow this faster so that we can be ready for our big event launch here in a couple months. Yeah, so let's give it 2 more minutes. Stonks beer, we do need Stonks beer. I'm telling you, that is the truth. Stonks Micro, yes, I love that. I actually had a like brewmaster, I guess a microbrewer, reach out and said they want to do a Stonks beer with us, so that's gonna be rad. Daniel, let's go to the moon, bro. Yes. Drop that 10,000 on WeFunder. That's what I like to see. We're cranking, everybody. We sure are. Stonks whiskey. Dude, I would love that too. That'd be awesome. Get Conor McGregor to promote our whiskey brand. Stonks to the moonshine. Yes. I'll buy it too. I think I'll get a lot of people to buy that for sure. Okay, everybody, let's get rolling. Appreciate everyone being here, taking the time out of your Monday evening to join the call. So we're gonna jump right in. I want to talk about WeFunder real quick, show you guys the progress. Again, appreciate the the flexibility with WeFunder. They do one thing, and that's raise money from the crowd. Sean, no worries, man. We're just getting started. They do one thing, and they raise money from the crowd, and I know a lot of people have had some problems with it. So appreciate you guys sticking with WeFunder. I know a lot of their kinks are getting worked out still. I've been on the call about 4 or 5 hours. I've been on the phone like 4 or 5 hours last week with WeFunder trying to get everything worked out. Yeah, WeFunder's pissing me off too, Corey. But it seems like things are starting to progress. Corey, I know you're having some troubles with WeFunder still, and there's about 15 of you that are having trouble still. Trying to work through that as best as I can. Unfortunately, the only thing I can do is bug them until they get it right. So that's what I'm working on, getting that right for everybody so that we can move on. It'll be nice to move on. So that'd be great. If I can get it to work, then anyone can. John Michael, that's probably true. But then secondly, there are some kinks with WeFunder. I've been on the phone with their engineering team. And so there's been a lot of problems, not with just our company, but a lot of companies as well. So really frustrating, but I promise it's going to get all worked out. Yeah, Benjamin, it took me I invest myself on WeFunder, and it took me a few days to figure it out as well. So pretty frustrating, but anyways, so talking more about our raise, guys, we're at $333,000 raised from the crowd. And I remember when we first started this, and I know a lot of people on the phone have been here since the beginning, since like the first 2 weeks of Stonks. And so finally, what we talked about then months ago now was we don't want to raise money from investment banks. And by raising on WeFunder, this is showing that the crowd truly does want this, and the crowd truly does want a platform that has the people's voice and the people's intention as their best interest. And so it's pretty mind-blowing that we've raised $333,000. I have VCs now reaching out. VC stands for venture capitalists. I have VCs reaching out to me now on a daily basis, wanting to talk, wanting to invest. And if you know anything about the VC world, VCs don't typically cold call companies to invest. Usually the company is trying to go out to VCs and raise money, or the company is trying to raise money and pitch to the VCs. But I've had 9 different VCs reach out in the last 8-9 days about wanting to meet, loving what they're seeing with Stonks, want to be a part. And I told them, I've told them from the beginning, this is a crowd-based company, a grassroots company that is owned, built, and operated by, for, and with the people. And so if you can't get on board with that, we don't want your money. And so we're sticking to that. We're going to continue to stick to that until we grow a profitable, multi-$100-million company. And we're doing it. We're doing it all together, guys. So it's pretty awesome. But this is great to see. This $333,000 gets us our trading and banking platform built, a few employees, and some good lawyers and CPAs so that we can either prepare for our next round or we can get profitable by September so that we don't have to take any more investments. And so that's the idea. The idea is to have 50,000 users by September. And that would give us about $1.5 million in revenue, which then if we can hit those goals, everyone's shares will be worth about $10-15 a share. And so those are the goals. We're pushing hard towards that. You guys know I work hard for you, that I work hard for this company, and it's really cool to see, guys. So appreciate that. If you have any questions on WeFunder, you can shoot me a text or we can chat about it on here tonight. But I wanted to give you a quick update on that. Some pretty cool stuff happening there. Let me take that off my screen. When's the Stonks coin? Corey, I don't know, man. I've been talking to some crypto architects and crypto guys. How many users? Andre, I'll get to the users here in a sec. But I've been talking to like some guys that are really deep into crypto, that have built coins and whatnot. So the problem is that what we need to navigate is, do we want to have a coin ourselves, or do we want to have a platform where everybody can trade, every company can have coins, and then we essentially just take a cut from every transaction, right? And so that's A. And then B, with the SEC regulations and cracking down on cryptocurrency. Steve, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. With the SEC cracking down on crypto, and adding a lot more regulations, it seems like every single day it's getting harder and harder for companies to mint and tokenize coins. So we're navigating through that. It's still on the roadmap. I mean, I think either we build an exchange where we compete with like Binance and Coinbase, or we do mint our own token or whatnot, and then send it to the moon. But still, things we're working through. This was just my list for today of things to get through. So a lot of stuff that we're working through. Andre, good to see you, brother. Yeah, we're getting there. Safeman, I can't remember the name of it. 58 million, bro. I hope you go to $1, bro. That's insane. But yeah, so that's the idea around the Stonks coin. I eventually do, just for our own kind of stake in the ground, want to have a coin, but we have to make the best business decisions on that. So okay, moving on. So company progress. So I've been working very hard. As you guys know, I've been managing almost all of this by myself. And so I'm been starting to build a management team of very highly qualified professionals that have built and sold companies, that have built and taken companies public. One of the guys that's been helping out took a company from 10 employees and then became the chief operating officer of a publicly traded company after he sold it to that public company. And I can't disclose any more of that right now, just because I haven't had his permission to disclose that. But he's helping us out operationalize a lot of stuff. Another gentleman that's helping out is pretty much the OG of Portland tech scene. I've known him for a long time, has a fantastic reputation, and has sold several companies. And these are all guys that don't need to work, and they don't need to build more companies, but they love the mission and they love what we're about, and they love that we are a company for the people. And so they wanted to help build the company. And so it's taking a lot of operational work off of my plate right away, which is allowing me to do what I do best and build the vision, talk to you guys, get on podcasts, build content, and then build the strategy for how we're going to take on Wall Street. So we have about 4 or 5 guys that we're growing with the management team: operational, CPA, finance type stuff, marketing, and then customer success, which is my one of my core values of our company. And so my 2 top core values, as you all know, is shareholder value. And so creating a company where it pushes value into your shares, right? So if we liquidate tomorrow or have to liquidate tomorrow, I want to liquidate everybody and give everybody $100 per share that they own. So like that's called shareholder value or intrinsic value to the share. So that's my number 1 value, shareholder value. And then second is customer success, because how many of you guys and gals on the phone have tried to reach out to Robinhood or WeFunder or Webull or TD Ameritrade and spend hours and days without hearing back from any of them? Yeah, I know, days. 72 hours, I think, is the wait list for Robinhood right now, just to get an email back. My second core value of our company is customer first. And so when somebody texts us, emails us, chats with us, I want them to have a response within 1 hour. And so that we're also building the customer. So I call that customer success. And so we're building out the customer success team to be able to, longer. Exactly. 72 hours would be a miracle at this point. But customer success is the key to our future success and growth. So when a customer needs something right now, especially when it comes to their money, right? Like we have to get answers to them immediately. And so, so that's what I've been strategizing and wireframing is how do we best serve our customers and our shareholders and our users. And so, yeah, so that's what I've been building with the management team as well. And then establishing those core values for our company also. And then, of course, building the apps. And so, again, our phase 1 launch is a trading platform that will have buying and shorting. Greg, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Buying and shorting. And then this summer, we'll be able to roll out, and probably at this point, we'll probably be able to roll it out almost at the same time. But we'll be able to do options, fractional, crypto trading. It probably looks similar to what we can do on Robinhood right now, but then that will begin to evolve as we get it launched. And then IRAs. So we'll be able to have our IRAs in our Stonks platform as well, which is huge, and it separates us a lot more from the competition. And then secondly, which is a huge differentiator for us as a company, is Stonks Bank. And so we're launching both those platforms. We have the development team, we have the designers, we have the UX guys, and so takes a lot of time, takes a lot of effort, and a lot of mind power, but we're making it happen. And so we, on this call, are going to be owners of not only a bank, but a trading company. And so think about 2 years ago, like there's no way we could have done this, right? And so through all of y'all's efforts and teamwork, we are building something that's going to last a long, long time. And so that moves on to my Q3 goal of 50,000 users. And so if we can hit, and I said this in the beginning of the call, if we can hit 50,000 users by the end of Q3, we are going to, we'll be doing about $2 million a month. Sorry, guys, I just got this. I finally found this talking about this. Okay. Sorry, guys. So we'll be doing about $2 million a month on 50,000 users, and which will value our company around, we could go to market and raise on about $150 million valuation at that point. So, so 50,000 is the goal by the end of Q3, and then 100,000. And then 100,000, and yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, and then 100,000 people by the end of the year, which will astronomically push up our value to prepare for 2022, which in my estimation will be our biggest year of growth, 2022, and hopefully we can go public by the end of 2022 and start trading on the New York Stock Exchange, which is the goal. So one way that I want to accomplish this 50,000 person goal is, again, through our referral programs. And I've been thinking long and hard about how do we bolster this referral program up, because if we can have our, I think somebody asked how many people do we have on the wait list now? We have about 9,200 on the wait list now. And so if we can activate our 9,000 waitlist users to refer their friends and their colleagues and their circles of influence, then we can grow to 50, 75, 100,000 people without spending a dime on advertising. And so how do we, so the question that I've been wrestling with is how do we make that program efficient? And how do we make it appealing so that you, myself, will go and tell their friends and colleagues about what we're doing here at Stonks Trading, how it's a company for the people, that we're putting the power of trading and money management back into people's hands. So how do we do that? Like, how do we incentivize people to do so? And so one thing I've been kind of thinking about, mind mapping, wireframing, is the Stonks Ambassador Program. And it's half-baked right now, guys. So I just kind of wanted to throw it out there and see what you all think. But currently, our referral program is you tell your friend or colleague, and you get 5 more shares, and they get 5 shares of our company, which is a huge incentive, and that's why we're growing so much. But I want to bolster that up. Like, I want to do something that eventually you could trade for free, right? So like we're going to charge $7 to $10 a month for the trading in the banking app, not both, but all together. And then it'll be commission-free trading and whatnot. And so, and then margin accounts, all the goodies. But I want people to be able to do that for free. However, we need to make money as a company. And so with the Stonks Ambassador Program, what I was thinking is it would be a referral-based program, but then you would get either 15 or 20% of the person that you refer of their monthly fee. So, if it's $10, you tell your friend, they sign up, you get $2 back a month. And so eventually, obviously, if you refer 5 friends, then you have then it costs you nothing, like you have a free app. So anyways, I'm thinking about doing something like that where you refer a friend, you get 20% like commission or referral bonus or whatever we want to call it. Plus, you get the five additional shares. And then maybe add some more cool nuggets in there to incentivize it. And so that's what I'm thinking, like, because either we grow this word of mouth or we spend tens of thousands of dollars a month on advertising. But I would rather like us not spend that much money and put it back into the app or into revenue. And so that's what I'm thinking. I think it could be a good idea if it's structured right and we implement it and get it out to market. But just wanted to throw that out there. I'll put some more content around that to better. It's half baked right now, so I just wanted to throw that out and see if that would be interesting to the group. But yeah, so high level it would be refer a friend, get 20% like referral fee commission off of that, and then 5 shares, and then your friend gets 5 shares. And then I was thinking, maybe tiered out to where you refer, let's say, 25 friends, and we start profit sharing with you, like on the company. So we have 10% bonuses or something like that. Half baked right now, but wanted to throw that out there because word of mouth does create virality, and we could grow really, 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 really fast if it's done right. And then we would save potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars on advertising if we do it right. So that's what I'm thinking. I'll get that out a little bit better over the next week, and then maybe do a video and talk more in depth about it. But wanted to throw that out there. And then finally, I am putting together our first Stonks Global Summit. And it's going to be at the end of this month. And we'll probably do them once a quarter. And I'll send more information over the next coming days. But I'm thinking Saturday on the 29th will be from like 12 to 1:30. We're going to do a Stonks Summit. And so I'm going to try to get a few guest like speakers on it. This first one we might not be able to, but it's going to be kind of like a mini shareholder conference to where we're going to give out swag, we're going to give away things, we're going to talk about the strategy, talk about investing, maybe get somebody that's a professional money manager or investor to talk about strategy. So Stonks Summit is going, mark your calendars. I have not announced this to anybody else yet. But May 29th, I'm going to send out an Eventbrite link, and then it's going to be on Zoom. And so it's going to be free, completely free. But it's a good time that we're going to talk about the company mission, the company values, why we are here, what we are doing. And then hopefully, it might not be this one, it might be the one in Q3, but we're going to start bringing guest speakers and lecturers just to do a summit, like an educational, fun, vibrant summer or summit. And then that will be the precipice for our yearly shareholder meeting, which I'm hoping to rent out a stadium for that if we can hit our goals. And so, yeah. So anyways, Stonks Global Summit will be at the end of this month on Saturday from noon to 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll send out more information and then have an agenda for our summit here the next couple of days. But I wanted to throw that out. The group, this group that's on the call, before I throw it out in a newsletter and in the texting platform as well. So, okay, guys. Well, I talked a lot. I'm sure everyone has questions. Greg, we do need Joe Rogan, bro. Come on now. Stonks Crypto, Stonks Wine, Stonks Real Estate, Stonks Beer, Stonks Real Estate. That can be a thing. I actually have a buddy that was asking, like, do we ever want to branch out into Stonks Real Estate? And yes, of course we do. Let's see. Hugh, a fantastic question. How does cost versus each addition to our platform look? adding crypto exchange versus becoming our own exchange, is there a specific order? Yeah, Hugh, this is a great question. So, and then we'll talk about real estate here in a second, everybody. So the order in which we're going to go. So we are launching a trading platform and we're launching a bank, and then we would like to launch an exchange, and we'll have to navigate the regulations when that happens. And so the first ideation of that is Stonks Trading is powered by Alpaca Markets. So Alpaca is our broker dealer on the back end. Stonks Bank is powered by BBVA or Bancorp or Green Dot. Haven't identified that yet, but they power our back end. And likewise, on the crypto exchange, either depending on where we are in the process, we will use either like Gemini or a company like that to power our crypto exchange. Then secondly, and this is the key, this is a part of our future growth, we will then go back and we will become our own broker dealer. And then we will become our own bank. And then we will become our own exchange. So on the broker dealer front, it costs a few $1 million and about 18 months of going through the SEC and FINRA and getting all our licenses and registrations. We have to be licensed in every state. But then we have to have, I think it's 2 people on our team that have been broker dealers in the past, like for 3 years. So like a senior leader in a broker, like in a brokerage. So once we get our bank and trading platform done, then we will reinvest into becoming our own broker dealer, our own bank, and our own exchange. And that's just because it takes a lot more time and money and operational capital to be able to do so. So Hugh, I hope that answered your question. If it did not, please let me know and I'll be happy to elaborate on that a little bit more. Yeah, so real estate. So here's, again, so my goal, as you guys know, is to not build a $100 million company and pay myself $20 million and not care about the users, not care about the customers, not care about the shareholders. But my goal is to push shareholder value and intrinsic value. And one way that we can do that is by taking the profits that we make and buying up real estate, apartment complexes as a asset allocation and like kind of like a safety net, because then our money will be tethered to something else that's producing capital. But then it diversifies enough that it's protecting our other interests. So Stonks real estate is going to become a reality, but that will become a reality after we are out of growth mode. And so we're in growth mode right now. But what I want Stonks to be long-term is a Berkshire Hathaway, where Berkshire is a holding company and they buy up good assets and they buy up good companies that produce cash flow. And so after we get out of growth mode with building our software platforms, then we will go into allocation mode to where we buy up companies and we buy up assets and real estate to be able to grow our portfolio that's going to spin off more cash flow for us. So Stonks real estate is going to happen just once we get outside of growth mode. Hope that answered your question. If it did not, please let me know. Stonks crypto exchange can be gangbusters fast if implemented right. Exactly. And so that's what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to create a trading platform, a banking platform, and a crypto exchange and close the loop on the ecosystem, right? And so you can manage your money in one platform. You can either trade in fiat currencies on publicly traded American US companies, or you can trade in the crypto exchange, but manage everything in the right spot. Now, if we can pull this off, Robinhood's going to go public at 40 billion. Chime, which is what we're competing with on the Stonks Bank side, is going to go public at 50 billion, and Coinbase went public at 100 billion. So if we can pull this off in one platform, the market cap just between those 3 companies is almost 200 billion. And so there's a lot of upside to what we're trying to pull off here. And we just have to make sure we're doing it right, make sure we don't get out of compliance, make sure we have the right management and leadership team, and make sure we allocate capital appropriately to be able to do so. And so that's what we're working hard on doing, and it's going to be good. Safe Moon Exchange. Yeah, I have to look into Safe Moon Exchange for sure. All right, everybody, it's 7:30 my time. Let's get those questions rolling in, or comments or ideas, like yeah, anything. So we have a lot to cover. When can I get off Robinhood and get on Stonks? Not a big fan of having a ton of accounts, so I'm holding out for Stonks. What's the timer for the app? Great question, Drew. So I'm already off Robinhood long time ago, like February. So I couldn't stay on Robinhood any longer either. So again, like with building a financial app, so we're a fintech company, financial technology. We want to make sure everything's right. And so there's a lot more security and compliance that we need to go through in order to make sure everything's secured. So there's a lot of PCI work that we have to do. There's a lot of security infrastructure and PCI compliance and API security. And so we're working through that, and it's taking a little bit longer. But again, we got to do this right. Like, we're dealing with your money, we're dealing with other people's money, we're dealing with my money as a trader, and so it has to be built right. But realistically, we're a couple months away from really being able to launch the bank and the trading platform. So the security, we have to make sure that it's spot on before I take this to market, because we will crush ourselves if within the first 2-3 weeks of our launch people get hacked and whatnot. So we have to make sure it's ready to go. Let's see. Are the VC not wanting to go through WeFunder? I take it. Special treatment. Hugh, what do you know, my friend? Investment banks, the people that rule the world, want special treatment. Yes, you're exactly right. So, so what I've told them is, if you want to invest, you are going to invest on our terms, and you're going to invest in the methods in which we want you to invest in. And if you care that much about what we're doing, you're going to do it how we want you to do it. Not how you want to do it, not how you can gain the most control. And the reason why, and I'll tell you this, the reason why they want to do it their way is because they can take control of the board, which means they can take control of the company. And we're not going to allow that. And so they can go through, and I told them, I said, like, hey, we would love to have you as an investor into the crowd. Go to WeFunder. You're not going to be the lead investor. And you're not going to have a voice on the board, because we do not want to be controlled by investment banks. And so, yeah, they want special treatment, of course. And we're not going to allow it. I got this cauliflower here because I don't put up with shit that often. So anyways, cauliflower ears, if you guys don't know, you get that from wrestling. I wrestled for my whole life up until college, D1, and then I got hurt with shoulder surgery. So we're good to go. T-shirts. Oh, Steve, thanks for bringing this up. I know I've been saying that for a while, but again, we want to make sure they're good. We want to make sure they're attractive. So I hired a really good, or not hired yet, but I've been talking to a really good designer, like T-shirt designer, to get these shirts out. So they're coming. Everybody's going to get one, especially in this ambassador program. I want everybody to have a T-shirt if you sign up to be an ambassador, and then other swag to just be able to give out and whatnot. That's true, my brother. That's true. They can kiss it. Yeah, Corey, we that's what we are doing. We are sticking it to the man. They can get on our terms, and we're forcing our seat at the table. They don't want us there, but you can't compete with another billion-dollar company pushing their way in. So that's us. We are going to be the billion-dollar company that's pushing our way in. Love it. Stonks all the way. Screw them. Yes, sir. Can't wait to rock Stonks swag in my guitar videos. Bro, I can't wait either. You got a lot of people. I'll be an ambassador. Okay, so anybody that wants to be an ambassador, what I'll do, actually give me a couple days, because I want to put a couple slides together that explains the program. I'll throw a video together, and then I'll do maybe Thursday, I'll do just a specific ambassador program call, like a Zoom call or something like that. And then so I'll send out a text. Be on the lookout for that, and then and then I'll make sure you guys, anybody that wants to be an ambassador gets squared away. If you would want to be a part of that call, can you just like throw like a moon sign or something in there, a rocket ship, just so I can see a preliminary interest into that. I can go for auto window decals. Put a giant Stonks logo on my rear window. Yes, that's awesome. I would love that. That would be awesome. Yeah, I can get you guys the files once we have them, so that if you want to make your own swag, like decal like this, then for sure. Andre, an ambassador would just be, it would be a booster to the referral program, essentially. It's just a way that I want more people involved to spread the word, but also to incentivize at the same way. And so either incentivize through giving a cut of the people that they refer, or more shares, or revenue sharing or whatnot. So yeah, so I'll put a better plan. Oh wow, there's like 20, 30 people that said yes. Okay. Okay, so I'll work on that tomorrow to make sure that we can get that plan, and then talk maybe Thursday night or something like that. I'm getting fucking. I'm just gonna throw this out there for everybody's enjoyment. And Corey, I'm gonna throw this up there for everyone's enjoyment too. This is awesome. This is great. Steve, the purchasing price of Stonks has not changed. But one thing that is changing is, again, I don't want to, this has been my philosophy from the beginning, but I don't want to take on unnecessary things. One of that is I don't want to take on, because people want to give us $1 million or $2, doesn't mean we need to, because then it would force us to not be good stewards of the capital. With that being said, I'm going to probably shut off our raise 100K. And so it used to be $1 million. I'll probably shut it off 100K. And we can also adjust terms. And so I've been talking to finance people that things too low of a valuation. What that means is we're raising at a $10 million. They think we should be raising at a $25, $30 million market cap. So what I'm going to probably do is pause at 500K, get a CPA to audit our stuff, and then wait if we raise again. And so I can't tell if everybody dropped off. I think Facebook might have just dropped off. So yeah, so that being said, if we can get revalued at like a $30 million market cap, then that means each share would be worth $3 at that point. And so the pricing has not changed, but we're going to probably cut it off at 500K just to make sure that we're still good stewards of our money, and then we can get valued properly. And so if we do get revalued at like 30, 40 million, then these investment terms will be very, very, very good for anybody that invested in this round. Okay, let's see. Hope that answered your question, Steve. Let me know if it didn't. Ranger got a. Oh, that's awesome. Let me throw that up there. I wasn't ever able to get the whole tax document thing straightened out. Not sure if I completed the share stuff all the way. Thought I did. I didn't see anything for that. Don't want to take up all the time. Drew, you can reach out to me. So there's two things here. One, if you sign the documents, then it's done. You're good to go. But on the other hand, if you didn't get documents to sign, then we've paused that until this raise is done, so that we can get a proper attorney to give the equity grants. Because everybody that signed the documents is going to most likely need to sign an amendment. It's just an equity grant amendment, essentially. It doesn't change any of the terms. It's just a legal structure and how to do it. So you're going to be good to go no matter what. I know this has been a frustrating process for a lot of people. But I promise you, again, everybody's going to get everything that they need. And so as the team gets built, that's going to happen a lot quicker once we're good together. Yeah, sorry. Am I still breaking up, guys? Sorry about that. I thought I did because I thought I saw like 20 people drop off. It's all good. Thanks. Okay, cool. Right on. Okay, everybody. Let me know if you got any more questions. Let me know if my stream is back. You're good now. Perfect. Okay. I think it might have been a Facebook problem. Okay. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm not sure why that broke up, but bandwidth issues. I think my kids are playing games downstairs. It cuts out every time Corey comments. Maybe that should be a lesson, bro. I'm just kidding. Yeah. So all that to say, Steve, we're gonna probably cut it off at 500K. The valuation or the raise valued at 30-40 million is the goal, which then means everybody invested up until this point, their shares would be $3, $4, $5 a share or whatnot. Hugh, yeah. So Hugh's asking who all the team is now. So I haven't made it public yet because I'm still building it, vetting them out. But as soon as I get legal agreements and documentation and NDAs and stuff signed with the team that I'm thinking about bringing on board, then I'll start putting all that content out on the website, have them on these calls as well. But it's a really, really good team. And so very successful guys. And a lot of them are former military guys, and tough son of a guns that don't put up with people's shit. So good group of guys, have grown and sold lots of companies, and people I've known for a very long time. So that trust factor is there as well. So a lot of the same ethos and ideologies and stuff that I have from business and from grassroots movements and whatnot. But when I start getting the proper paperwork done and stuff, I'll start really seeing them as well. Sorry if I'm still freezing, guys. I'm not really sure what's going on. All my bars just went back up, so I'm good now. Love you, bro. You know I love you, Corey. Yes, sir. Hoorah. Let's go. I haven't had time, but we'll be reaching out to you because WeFunder is still only showing one of two purchases. Okay, thanks, Kyle. I have a call with our account manager on Wednesday, and so I'll get that's cleared up hopefully by then. Oh, Stonks and guitar. Yes, sir. We're gonna have to talk more, Justin. Has WeFunder started advertising? Yeah, so they started advertising, I think, Friday, because we got another like 30 grand on Friday, on Saturday and Sunday. So I believe they started advertising. I have a call with our account manager on Wednesday to go over all those metrics, and so that's pretty awesome. WeFunder still won't let me complete. It gives me an error every time. Thanks, Elmer. I have that in with their engineering team. So there's a bug in the back end for them, and they're hopefully getting it cleared up pretty soon. Thanks for your service, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, so we have quite a few guys that are either current or retired military that are on that management team. And so it's really important to me for sure. Rob, thanks for your service as well, brother. Really appreciate it. Frank, he's on this. He's our lead investor. He's also a vet. He's a PJ. But yeah, so we are very veteran minded in this organization. And so we want to treat our vets and servicemen and women with the utmost respect and priority. And so Frank and I have been talking about how we can bolster the referral program for vets as well to get more shares in their hands and whatnot. So yeah, we are very, very veteran in this organization. Hugh, thank you for your service, brother. Appreciate that. Love our military as well. Yeah. How many shares have been bought so far? Steve, so we have almost 400,000 shares allocated of our 10 million, so about 4%, and a good 70-80% of that is from this current raise. So there's still plenty of upside, but that doesn't mean we're going to sell them all. That doesn't mean we're going to raise. We want to give a majority of these shares away, and so. And again, so we're going to probably pause the raise at 500K, which would be 5% of the cap table, and then we'll reevaluate from there. Daniel, active Navy, yes sir. Thanks for your service, bro. Appreciate it. All right, everybody, man, I love this. I love the veteran support here. This is great, everybody. It's refreshing. So appreciate that. Okay, guys, we're getting buttoned up to the end of our discussion. Are there any more questions that you guys have? So now that this team is starting to help out, this management team is starting to help out with a lot of day-to-day activities that I was only having to do myself. It's freeing up my time to start putting out more stuff, more strategy, more vision, more structure, and getting more content out. So over the next couple of days, everyone's gonna start seeing my activity level from a social perspective, marketing perspective, structure with our referral program start to intensify and increase. And because we're gonna do a March to 100K, and that's gonna be our campaign for the rest of the year. Is we want to go from our 9,000 people in the users to 100,000 users by the end of the year. And so we're going to do a March to 100K campaign, hopefully cap it off with our shareholder meeting next March when we rent out a stadium in Des Moines. So you guys have to come to Des Moines, but might pay for your way too. So I'll tell you more about those incentives in the ambassador program. That is the goal, and so I'll start putting out a lot more of that content over the next coming days, so that you guys can stay in the loop and know exactly what's going on. So, got a comment here. Will we be receiving paperwork in the mail from WeFunder? I don't believe so. I think it's all on WeFunder, and so you'll just have to keep this poll. That's a good question. Let me ask them that question on Wednesday. Here, let me go to my portfolio real quick and see what I see. Yeah, I think it's all digital. So I think it's all in the digital program or in the digital platform on WeFunder. So let me double check on that. It should all be electronic. I've invested in 2 companies on WeFunder. I never got just what's in my portfolio. And so I'll let you know when I know.